Good afternoon, I'm Dan Hilstead and welcome to the 2 p.m. Solent Sports Bulletin. In the football, Anfield will be rocking tonight as Liverpool host AS Roma in the first leg of the Champions League semi-final tie. The focus of tonight's game is much on PFA Player of the Year Mohamed Salah. The winger has netted 31 times in the league this year, as well as 9 times in the Champions League. Ahead of tonight's tie, Salah has shared his thoughts on playing his former side.
It's not easy because I love the club, I love the city, and I know also they love me. So it's not going to be easy for me. It's more emotions, really.
Our reporter Adam Holmes has been out in the city of Southampton getting Saints fans' thoughts on the season.
It's a really close encounter here between Englishman Stuart Bingham and Jack Gazowski. It's crunch time in the football season, and Southampton are facing the possibility of relegation to the Championship. With 4 games remaining, Saints are 4 points from safety ahead of Saturday's home clash with Bournemouth. They then travel to Everton and face a 6-pointer with Swansea before returning to St Mary's on the final day, where they play champions Manchester City. And the feeling amongst Saints fans is that their side may already be consigned to the drop.
Do you think Southampton Football Club will be relegated or not at the end of the season, and why?
Because they've asked for it, selling off all their players.
I think they'll be relegated, to be honest. I just don't think they can't grind out a result from anywhere, so I don't see where 3 points are going to come from.
Yeah, they're going down. They're not performing. It's tough games as well, so I don't think they're going to survive this year.
There is also a massive game in the Championship tonight as Cardiff host Derby. A win for Cardiff would put them a win away from a Premier League return. Bluebirds manager Neil Warnock feels his side have overachieved this season.
I think it surprised the players as well. I told them that I felt we could get into the playoffs or close to the playoffs this year, and I don't think many of them sort of believed us at the time. But they've far outdone that, really. All credit to them. They just don't give up. They keep going.
Havant and Waterlooville host East Thurrock United tomorrow night. With a game in hand on Dartford, the Hawks know a win by 3 or more goals would see them go top. Their final match of the season is this Saturday against Concord Rangers, and top scorer Jason Pryor believes the Hawks can win the National League South.
Yeah, I think so. There's no reason why not. We've done it for the rest of the season, so I think it's just trying to hold our nerve now. Give it everything we got. We've got nothing to lose. We weren't really fancied at the beginning of the season, so we've done ever so well to get where we are, so we might as well just go for it now.
Formula 1 now, and Mercedes are excited by the massive challenge of their title fight with Ferrari and Red Bull. Mercedes have failed to win any of their first 3 races this season, meaning Lewis Hamilton now trails Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel by 9 points. Mercedes boss Toto Wolff said that last year's battle was tough, but nothing compares to this year's. In the snooker, there's World Championship action is still underway at the Crucible. Our reporter George Baker has the latest from the Sheffield Arena.
It's a really close encounter here between Englishman Stuart Bingham and Jack Gazowski, with Bingham losing 5-4 at the end of this morning's session. Play will resume at 7 p.m. this evening, and the 2015 winner will be hoping to avoid a shock exit in similar fashion to Mark Selby at the weekend. Earlier, Ding Junhai progressed into the next round after defeating fellow Chinese compatriot Zhao Guodong 10-3. And finally, at 2:30, the match between Luca Brissell and Ricky Walden resumes, with the score in favour of Walden, who is leading 6-3.
In the boxing, a challenger has emerged for the winner of the David Haye and Tony Bellew fight on May the 5th. Joseph Parker claims he would welcome a fight against the victor as the New Zealander seeks a comeback to the British boxing stage. Although Parker is keen to return, his promoter David Higgins concedes there is a 50-50 chance of his next fight being held in the UK. That's all for now. Keep up to date with our latest news on solents.com.co.uk. Thank you.